Welcome to the SS United States, the most famous ship that didn't sink. This is America's flagship, the fastest ship in the world. Embarked on her maiden voyage in 1952 and smashed the transatlantic speed record.
An American flag vessel hadn't held the transatlantic speed record for 100 years. But the United States took the mythical blue ribbon with ease. Headlines around the world acclaimed the new First Lady of the Seas, an American one.
My grandfather, William Francis Gibbs, who actually grew up here in Philadelphia, was the ship's designer. He was really obsessed with this project and with what he called the perfect ship, not just a fast ship or a big ship, but the perfect ship. He oversaw every aspect of the ship's design, construction, and then subsequently her service career. It was his baby. She was fast. She could go faster in reverse than the Titanic could go forward, and still holds the transatlantic speed record. After her maiden voyage, literally paint had been blasted off her hull from the force of just pressing through the water. The SS United States had a dual purpose. It was a luxury liner, so of course shuttled people back and forth across the Atlantic from 4 US presidents, celebrities. Underneath this luxurious veneer, she had battleship bones. She was designed to be a convertible troop ship in time of war, but was never deployed for that purpose. No expense was spared into making this the most indestructible ship. My grandfather liked to say, you can't set her on fire, you can't sink her, and you can't catch her. Just steel, aluminum, double-hulled, just meticulously designed. As we can see, she has stood the test of time. I mean, there have been assessments done of her hull strength showing 92% original remaining, and it's just extraordinary. I mean, the paint may be peeling and there's a bit of surface disrepair, but she is still structurally sound. In the ship's service career in the 1950s and 60s, she was really like just the who's who would travel aboard her, from US presidents, other heads of state, literary figures. When you look at menus, for example, from her first class restaurant, there are things like, kangaroo tail soup, Iranian caviar, and just these very luxurious items. One very special voyage, her maiden voyage, there was an incredible celebration, because when she smashed the transatlantic speed records in the wee hours of the morning, and where we're sitting here on the promenade deck, people were literally, in ball gowns and in conga lines and drinking whiskey out of the bottle, and just this incredible celebration because it was so exciting that the SS United States pulled it off and was the fastest ever. This ship just really embodies pride and celebration, and certainly on the maiden voyage, but really, throughout her service career. The reason she was withdrawn from service in 1969 was the advent of jet aircraft, high fuel costs. By that time, even as fast as she was, she couldn't compete with a 6-hour flight to Europe. After the ship was removed from service, she had a number of different owners who had hoped to bring her back to sea. All of her contents were auctioned off by an owner back in 1984 in an effort to raise funds for her resurrection. One of these former owners had hoped to bring her to Boston, but it didn't work out. And so this was really intended actually to be a kind of temporary parking spot. She's still here. She's still waiting. She tells a much deeper story. There was a time when we all came together and we all could dream really big, and we could fulfill those dreams. It's sad to see her like this and to see her largely forgotten, but on the other hand, the fact that she's still here, we and people here in Philadelphia, all over the country, and frankly all over the world, have been fighting to keep her afloat and give her a new future is remarkable. That's my dream. The ship will transform in the coming years and be dazzling and bright, and thousands of people will walk her decks, and she will reemerge as something absolutely unbelievable.
Hi, I'm Shirley.
And I'm Regina Mitchell. For more videos like this, subscribe to WHYY.